Ladies and gentlemen, you may remember this 10-year-old that got arrested for urinating out in public. Well, he receives probation, and I don't believe he should have received anything. And this is because his mother went in to take care of a legal matter. She met with some attorneys, left her children out in the vehicle waiting for her. He did try to use the bathroom. He went into the building to see if he could use the restrooms, and they would not allow him to do it. So he went behind the car and he relieved himself. He should not have been punished for that. And remember, police came, arrested him, and all that stuff. It's just BS. It's Mississippi. So, 10-year-old boy receives probation for urinating in public, ordered to write report on Kobe Bryant. He should not have to do anything. There should never have been an arrest. This is a 10-year-old. He did try to do the right thing, but he was not allowed to go in a building where his mother was doing business and use the restrooms. So, anyway, here's the update, y'all. So, a child that was taken to a Mississippi jail after he urinated in public. WREG Memphis reports that the 10-year-old now has 3 months probation to complete, as well as a 2-page report on Kobe Bryant. On August 10th, this happened, y'all remember, in Mississippi. The child's mother had gone into a law firm seeking legal assistance and left her children in a parking lot. He needed to use the bathroom while he was waiting, but the courthouse across the way did not allow the public to use the restrooms. So the child chose to, go behind the mother's car and relieve himself. So a plainclothes detective saw him do it and decided to make a big deal out of a bunch of nothing, like people like himself always do, make a big deal out of a bunch of nothing. So in this situation, also the officer personally witnessed the 10-year-old child committing the public act. Oh my God, he act like this 10-year-old got out of the car and gunned someone down, which would have been illegal for an adult under these circumstances. So the police chief, Richard Chandler, the officer did not observe a parent on the scene during the initial act. So the officer found Eason, who told her about the incident, adding that her son was going to receive, a youth court referral. He was then taken into police custody, and, though he wasn't handcuffed, the arresting officer has since been dismissed from the police department due to the controversy. Yeah, he should not be a police officer anywhere else. So, in his career, that was the best thing he could apprehend, a 10-year-old trying to relieve himself when he was refused a bathroom he attempted to go to. He got refused. So, anyway, it is unclear why the child has to write the paper on the late Kobe Bryant. It was an error of judgment for us to transport the child to the police station since the mother was present at the time as a reasonable alternative, the police chief said. Mistakes like this are a reminder in this profession as to the continual need for training and refreshers on various topics we encounter each day. Yeah, your cop is out here, instead of solving crime, he's out here worried about a 10-year-old urinating behind a car. Okay, after he did ask to use a bathroom. So, you know, They are filing a civil suit, the family, against, the police department for even making this arrest. An attorney in Mississippi is preparing to file a federal lawsuit after the 10-year-old Black child was arrested and sentenced to a 3-month probation for urinating in public. He shouldn't have been charged with nothing. The child's mother, Latanya Eason, was in a meeting in a nearby building when an officer came inside and told her that he'd seen her son relieving himself. Oh, so what? I mean, is this the worst thing going on in Mississippi? Eason told HuffPost that then she went outside to ask her son why he had done that, and his sister replied that a bathroom hadn't been available, which was true. He did make an attempt to use a bathroom at a nearby building. So more officers arrived at the scene. I mean, wait, it took multiple officers to arrive at the scene over a 10-year-old relieving himself. Y'all really don't have enough to do down there in Mississippi. Multiple officers showed up at the scene. Wow. So, the officer who witnessed the child relieving himself initially did not want to arrest him, according to Eason, but the lieutenant advised him to. Well, that's who you put in your civil suit, this lieutenant. The police took the child to a cell inside of a precinct, and Eason said they questioned him without her being present. When Eason arrived to the precinct, she said the police did not take me where my baby was. It was taken way too, he was taken way too far, and things got out of hand. It should have never have happened. That first officer that made contact with him saw him do it, allowed him a break, and that should have been that. It really did not take 4 officers to pull up over a 10-year-old relieving himself. 4 officers. Wow. That is just absolutely outrageous. So, I mean, I understand why this mother is upset, and I understand why her 10-year-old is upset, but I don't believe he should have got probation for that at 10, doing that. And he did make an effort to get to a bathroom. This should have been dropped. The fact that it wasn't, this is the adults, y'all. This is what the adults came up with. Wow. This is really pathetic, for real. Y'all gonna have to tell me what you think about this one. I'm glad, he didn't get a harsher sentence. I'm sure they probably would have given him one if he wasn't 10. So I don't think he should have to be punished for that. People do that all the time. In fact, I was looking at, there were guys going up and down the street back over the spring, cutting the tree lines, the tree limbs away from the electrical wires out there. And you could see they went in the back and relieved themselves while they were doing that outside work. People do that all the time. I'm not saying that what this kid did was right or wrong. I don't believe he was in the wrong, especially when he tried. But I don't think it should have been taken to this level. I think this is really overboard right here. Y'all, please tell me what you think in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.